Morning folks, it's been a while but we're back. Me and Jamie were up this morning. We've done a 3-hour drive up to Yorkshire. We've just got to our first little lane. A little bit of a water crossing to do. We're straight into it. There's a bit of snow on the ground. Not much, but there's a bit. But hopefully we're going to have a cracking weekend, taking some decent lanes and take you along for the ride. Let's go. So we're up on the moor, sun's coming out, a little bit of snow around, not loads, but more than we've seen where I live. I live about 160 miles from here, so we've had none where I live. We drove up 3 hours to be here. As you saw on the drone, there's a bit about, but it makes some nice scenery. Absolute lovely this morning. Going to carry on, push on, hopefully we'll find a bit more, a bit deeper. This is my second time up onto the moor. Last time I came up it was lovely and sunny, and it was nice to come up today and see it in the snow. This is just a glimpse of the drone footage that I took, as it was very lengthy. The lane itself is pretty flat and uneventful, but it's a beautiful place up there, and it was nice that we had it all to ourselves. There is only a sprinkling of snow up on the moor, but don't worry, later we go on and find some deep snow in the way of drifts. Some we push through, some we get stuck on, or I do at least. I forgot to mention at the start of this video our plans. Our plan today is to land across the Yorkshire moors and ultimately end up at Tanhill, where we will be staying the night. We're going to meet Ambrose up there, he's in his van. We're going to meet him later on for a couple of beers. So all being well, we'll catch up with him later. Just coming off the hill now, down into the valley. I don't know where you can see that on the GoPro, but geez, there's some mist in front of us. Lovely and sunny up here, nice and bright anyway. Bit of snow underfoot still, fair bit of water about, but nothing too major. But pushing on, heading that way, see what else we can find. Well, that's us. We're just overlooking the reservoir. Very misty today. I don't know where you can see that. You can see the dam down there. The reservoir's covered in mist. Got a sprinkling of snow up here still. But you see it's a nice sunny day, or it's coming through. Haven't seen nobody else out today. Saw a couple of bikes, not seen any trucks. A couple of walkers. Don't think anyone else has been down here. Got some evidence of bikes and quads, but I don't think any other trucks have been down here today. No tyre tracks anyway, so we can get the camera set up and we'll get on our way. Handbrake on the Trooper's working mint. I wouldn't have parked it there a few weeks back. I'll squeeze back past Jamie. I'll turn the wheels into the bank just to be careful, but she sat there just on the handbrake. Hard work's paid off. Happy days. A couple of cracking lanes already this morning. Jamie's not done them before, so been a great trip already, and we've only just scratched the surface. But that's where we're heading, down there over the dam. Jamie's following behind in the series. We've got these switchbacks to negotiate first, no trouble at all. Still got that clunk from his CV, you might have heard. I've got the new one in the back, I've just had a chance to do it. A bit of snow on the corners, nothing major. Yeah, there's that click. I don't think you can hear it now. Keep clunking well. So you can keep clunking and all. Here we go, heading down the hill. I'll bring you back in a minute. You better believe I will. Driving along the top of the dam now. Just going to jump out and have a look down the other side. Jamie's not seen how high we are up. Doesn't feel like you're high, but when you get out and look down that right hand wall, you're very high up. So we're just going to stop in the middle. No one coming, there's no one behind us. We're going to stop here in a minute next to the tower and have a look over the edge. I'll bring you with me so you can see it and all. I think this is the one we want, right next to the tower. It's about the middle. We'll stop here and I'll show you. There you go, there's looking over. I don't even know if you can appreciate how far that is on this little camera, but it's some valley. The mist there in it. I'm amazed there's no water going over the dam. But there you go. You can see now that dam there in front of you. That's the second dam at Scarhouse, not the first one. Jamie's just coming up the hill. Bit slushy now. Here he comes. Here he comes. You gotta love that old Land Rover, haven't you? Look at that for a background. Let's crack on. The Land Rover's lovely, but what a trooper that is. Handbrake and everything. You can tell I'm pleased, can't you? Oh, we're up on top of the moor now, and there don't seem like there's any tracks up here. I think it's like virgin snow. Some motorbike tracks, but there's no truck tracks. Not that matters, but nice to have a bit of fresh snow. Nothing very deep, but still nice to have it. We've just stopped for a quick cup of tea. We're in this big valley, and it's quite amazing because half the valley's green, the other half's white. And I know the snow has to start and stop somewhere, but quite strange when you see it yourself. You can't see it when it's the wall, but one half's white, the other half's green. That's us back on top of another moor, different moor, but we're still on top of a moor. Not so much snow up here. Bit of snow about still, but not so much. That part over there to the right hand side is a firing range for the army, so we skirt around that. Last time I was up, you could see the red flags flying and actually hear the gunshots and stuff, but that was from the other side. So we might see it today, we might not. One of them thinks it's pot luck. Just up on top of that moor, and took a little dead end route. There's a lane that's on Trailwise that hasn't been used in 5 years, or no one's put a comment on in 5 years. So we've took it, it's a dead end lane. We've gone to the gate, turned around and come back. But nice little lane, and I can hear gunfire in the background from the from the firing range. Here's Jamie coming through the stream. Snow was a good depth on this one. Nice to find a bit of snow. Now this is a drone clip from that lane I just mentioned. All our routes are checked on Trailwise before we leave. This was marked on Trailwise, but there was no comments for the last 5 years, so while we was up here we thought we'd go and check it out. Like I said, it is a dead end. We drove along to that gate, turned around, and then we're facing ready for the way back. It was a very faint line of a track, but obviously we followed it okay in the snow, so don't let that put you off. Glad we did, because it didn't look like no one had been up there for a long time, and very isolated, very high up on the moors, and a cracking spot. I'm glad we managed to see it. Well, got to Flemington Edge. Looks like there's one motor stuck on it. We're going to pull up here and have a look, see what's going on. What's happening, boss?
We're wanting down now.
What do you mean wanting down? You're halfway up, aren't you?
I'm heading this away, and Russ is going to back down after me.
I've stopped the film there just because I don't want to upset anybody. But we came up to Flemington Edge, and there was a lad doing a tour, and he wasn't confident on going up. So he'd made the lad following him turn round, and they were both going to come back down. So we stopped, we let them come back down, and then we went up to see the snowdrift that they were worried about going through and getting up through. So I'll pause the video there, I'll let them come back down, and I'll take you back to where they're gone.
What are you doing there, boss? You turning around and going back down? Yeah, that track there, mate, is 3 foot deep.
Yeah, you can go up that one.
You reckon
it's round this corner, you ain't going to get ready?
Yeah, well, I'm going to have a look.
I take it he's leading him in that round there.
I'm guessing so. Right, we've got the trooper up. There's still a bit of a drift in front of us, but Mr.'s gone. Him and his mate back down. We've got that bit of a drift there to get through. But at least you're not on the edge when you're going through that. So Jamie's going to go and get the series, and I think he'll be alright. I've made it a bit slick, but I have now drove through the drift. But we're on the left hand lane, because the right hand lane's got a 3 foot snowdrift in it. So let's see the old series mountain goat come up. First time Jamie's been up. What a day to come, eh? Absolute quality. Cracking views again. Sun's dropped in now, it's not sunny anymore, but that don't matter. It ain't raining, it's not windy, and we're up here. So here comes Jamie. I think now now I've paved the way, now I've squashed that snow, I think he'll be alright. The trouble is, if you stop, you can't get started again. But I'm sure he'll be alright. Go on then, Jamie. Look at the trooper Ambrose though, up there on top, holding nice and tight. Here comes Jamie. Go on, boy. Go on. Yeah! Just hopped her way up. Go on, son. That's how you do that. Crack it. Right, now we've got this drift to sort out. There's a 2 or 3 foot drift here, but it's an isolated drift. I might just be able to roll through it a couple of times and squash it. Dude, you cheated then, you only have 3 wheels on the ground.
Yeah, well it's easier, isn't it?
Come on, have a look at this. Right. So this is the next drift. This is the next drift. I don't know. Ah, that's the top there. So it's only this drift here then. It's only this drift. Jamie's on the camera. It will go dark, but it's still filming. If you want to see, just touch the screen and get it to come light.
Now these snow drifts, the snow is very wet and frozen. So once you've rolled on it, it then just packs to ice. So the more you attempt it, the more you just polish the ice. And it's you're sitting at home thinking, oh, that's nothing, but it just turns to pure ice, and we're on a pretty good hill there. But you'll see what I mean. Don't be at home worrying about us ripping up the lane. The only thing we're spinning up there is snow. We're not touching the rock or anything. The tyres are just spinning in a bit of snow.
More motor.
Could have done with a bit more of a run up, but the trouble is if we go any further back, we're back on the last snow drift, so it means reversing back down to the bottom and trying to do all in one hit, which we didn't think was viable. Just as I broke out the shovel, a fella came over the hill with his wife and I think his son in a Discovery and offered himself as a winch point so we could pull ourselves through the snow drift. Said we'd give it a go first, give a bit of shovelling, not adverse to a little bit of shovelling and see what we could do, but I wasn't prepared to shovel all afternoon or into the evening as the pub was calling our name. So we had a bit of a shovel and another attempt, and in the end we did use them as a winch point. We could have dug through, but it just didn't seem worth the effort.
The snow drift at the top. There's about 2.5 foot on the right hand side. Here we go again. Well, the big goes up. Cheers, boss man.
No bother.
Cheers, pal. Thank you very much.
No bother. You're on any Facebook pages at all?
Instagram, mate. Instagram, YouTube, BIGCOLTV. It's on the back of my truck,
If you
buddy.
are watching, fella, please get in touch.
Go on,
You saved
Jamie.
us a fair bit of shovelling. I'll send you a sticker and a keyring in the
Very
post.
light.
Thanks once again.
Somebody's now got to polish the top right up on it. It's compact and it's polished, it's pure ice. Go on, boy. Spot on. 50-year-old. Well, that's us just ending on the moor now. Hell of a day at Fremington today. That's a good old steep climb, packed in snow. There's like 2.5, 3 foot snow drift. Got through that one and then made it to the top, and there was another one. Couldn't quite get through that, kept trying, but just kept polishing the snow and made it proper slick ice. So winch has been on the truck for over a year, first time I've used it, so no harm in that, no shame in that. When I got up, Jamie come up in the series, proper mean style, made it up, fair play to him. The old girl's 50-year-old and she's doing him proud. That's us done for the lanes today. We're heading to Tanhill.
2 minutes,
We're heading to Tanhill for a nice cold beer and a nice hot steak. I'll see you guys later. Cheers. Cracking down the lanes today. Both trucks been great, no troubles, no dramas. Excellent. I think this is our last gate of the day, which is good because my boots are soaked. Let's get to that pub and sit by the nice fire. Well, that's it. We're here. Pulled up. Tanhill. Let's go. Beer time. Get warm.
I tell you
Oh,
what,
yeah.
mine's got exactly the same. Well folks, I hate to do it to you, but I think that's enough for this week. If you want to see the rest of this trip, join us again next week and you'll see how we fare with the deepest snowdrift of the trip. Thanks for watching, catch you soon.